Good day to all of you. Once again, this is your teacher Daniel, and today, ang pag-aaralan naman natin ngayon may kinalaman sa tinatawag nating mga rational algebraic expression. Ano nga ba yung rational algebraic expression? Okay, so ang una-una natin gagawin, we're going to illustrate rational algebraic expression. Kikilalanin po muna natin kung sino yung rational algebraic expression at kung sino yung hindi. Okay? And later on this video, we will try to simplify rational algebraic expression. Okay. What is a rational algebraic expression? Rational algebraic expressions are expressions of the form a over b, where a and b are polynomials, such that b is under the set of real numbers and for as long as b is not equals to 0. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Ibig sabihin nun, mga langga, simpleng-simple lang po kung paano kilalanin yung tinatawag nating mga rational algebraic expression. It is only a quotient of two polynomials, two or more polynomials. So, ibig sabihin, ano lang siya, fraction lang siya na polynomial sa numerator, polynomial sa denominator. Ganun lang po yun. Okay? So, mapapansin nyo po dito sa example number 1, yung numerator is a polynomial. Actually, it is a monomial, ano? And on the denominator, it is also a polynomial, a binomial actually. Okay. And for as long as the denominator or b, itong pinaka-b natin, is not equal to 0. So, meron siyang precaution. Yun lang, ano? May precaution po siya. Ano yun? Kailangan yung kanyang denominator hindi 0. O, sige, subukan natin. Sa palagay nyo ba, yung expression natin sa number 1, polynomial, rational algebraic expression po ba siya o hindi? Kailan magiging 0 yung kanyang denominator? Okay. So, yung polynomial na to is considered a rational algebraic expression. It is considered a rational algebraic expression for as long as yung value ni x is hindi 1. Bakit? Bakit nga ba? Let's say yung x is, let x is equivalent to 2. So, kung ipagpapalagay natin na yung value ni x is 2, ang mangyayari niyan, x over x minus 1 is equivalent to 2 over 2 minus 1, and that is the same as 2 over 2 minus 1 is 1. And 2 divided by 1 is 2. So, yung nagiging result niya is real number. Take note ha. This expression here is a rational algebraic expression for as long as the value of x is under the set of real numbers. Pero what if ipagpalagay natin na ang value ni x there is 1? Ano ay mangyayari? X over 1 minus 1. So makikita nyo agad, makikita nyo po agad na yung value ni denominator is magiging 0. Okay? And take note, bawal pong mag-divide by 0. Mamaya ipapaliwanag ko po kung bakit bawal mag-divide ng 0. Okay? Ayan. So, nagiging 0 yung denominator niya pag yung value ni x nagiging 1. Pero, all other real numbers na isasaksak mo dyan kay x, pwede. Maliban lang sa 1. And it is considered a rational algebraic expression. Bahala ka kung anong gusto mong value for x for as long as it is a real number. And take note, kung babalikan nyo po kung ano yung ibig sabihin ng real numbers are those type of number na fraction, integers, whole numbers, decimals, radical numbers, yung may mga repeating, tapos mga non-terminating decimals, terminating decimals, mga ganun po. Lahat na siguro ng uri ng number na pwede nyong maisip, they are on the real number, except yung mga numbers na tinatawag nating imaginary numbers, which is what is this? That is equivalent to the square root of negative 1. Yun ang bawal. Okay po? So, sa madaling salita, just to sum up, si x over x minus 1, rational algebraic expression po siya. For what reason? Kasi po, yung numerator niya, it is a quotient of two polynomials. It is expressed as a fraction where the numerator is a polynomial, just like this, and yung denominator niya is a polynomial, just like this. For as long as yung value nung denominator is not 0, or the value of x there should not be equal to 1, or else magiging 0 yung denominator. Bakit nga ba? Ano ba nga bang mangyayari kung magiging 0 yung denominator? Pag naging 0 po yung denominator, magiging undefined po siya. Okay? How about the next example? For number 2, a squared plus 4a plus 4 over a squared minus 4. Again, rational algebraic expression po siya for as long as the value of a such that a is under the set of all real numbers. Just tingin ko alam nyo naman yung ibig sabihin ng real numbers, ano? Sinabi natin real numbers, it pertains to the numbers like integers, fraction, radicals. Those numbers expressed as radicals, decimals, those are real numbers. Ano ba yung hindi real number? Yung mga hindi real number, yung square root of negative 1, yun yung ang tawag natin doon imaginary numbers, ano? Okay, isipin nyo na lahat ng uri ng numbers na kaya nyong isipin except lang doon sa square root of negative 1. And all other values na may square root of negative 1, hindi po siya real number. Okay? So, let us limit ourselves to the set of real numbers. It includes whole number, even zero, integers, those negative numbers, fractions, decimals, and so on. Now, in this case, a squared plus 4a plus 4 over a squared minus 4. Rational algebraic expression ba siya? Rational algebraic expression ba siya? Ang sagot, oo. Basta yung value ni a, yung bawat value ni a is under the set of real numbers. Maliban sa 2. Okay, bakit? Kasi, mga langga, pagka if the value of a is equivalent to 2, so let us try to evaluate this. That is 2 squared, let us substitute na, no? Let's just substitute. Plus 4 times 2 plus 4 all over 2 squared minus 4, that is also the same as, kahit hindi na nga natin evaluate yung numerator, yung denominator na lang, diba? 2 times 2 is 4 minus 4. Ang mangyayari kasi, magkakaroon tayo ng 0 denominator, which is sa mathematics, it's a no-no. It's a no-go. Okay? Tandaan nyo, bawal yung 0 denominator. At kung bakit bawal yung 0 denominator, mamaya ipapaliwanag ko po. Okay? For the meantime, kilalanin lang muna natin yung mga rational algebraic expression. Ngayon ang tanong, rational algebraic expression ba to? Opo. Maliban lang kung ang value ni a is 2. Tandaan nyo rational algebraic po siya. Rational algebraic expression po siya. Pasok po siya sa rational algebraic expression. Okay, how about this? M plus 2 over n minus n. Again, let us immediately investigate the denominator. Tingnan agad natin yung denominator. Basta tandaan nyo lang po, basta bawal 0 sa denominator. Okay? Okay, so rational algebraic expression ba ito sa tingin nyo? N minus n. What if the value of n is 1? If the value of n is 1, 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. How about 2? 2 minus 2 is still 0. 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. So, kahit ano atang ilagay natin sa n, minus itself, lagi nagiging 0. So, etong n minus n, in the first place, is, if we're going to evaluate that, n minus n, that is, di ba nakaka-cancel yan? And that is equivalent to 0. So, dati na siyang 0. Okay? Tandaan nyo, dati na siyang 0. Wala tayong ibang possible values na pwede nating ilagay sa n na hindi siya magiging 0. Lahat ng value, lahat ng real numbers na ilalagay natin kay n, magiging 0 at magiging 0 siya. So, therefore, sa madaling salita, etong expression na to na m plus 2 over n minus n is not a rational algebraic expression. Okay? Hindi po siya rational algebraic expression. Yun. Kaiba siya dun sa from our previous examples. Balikan lang po natin. Pwede pa siyang 1, pwede pa siyang 3, pwede pa siyang fractions, pwede pa siyang decimal numbers. You can put any number on it except only for one number which is 2. Yun lang yung exemption niya. Kaya pasok siya sa rational algebraic expression. Kanina naman, yung una nating example, ganun din, ano? Kahit anong real number ang ilagay mo kay x, basta wag lang 1, kasi 1 minus 1 is 0. Pero pwede ka maglagay ng kahit anong real number. Therefore, pasok siya sa rational algebraic expression. Nakuha niyo po? Okay. Kung yung number 3, kahit anong real number ang isaksak mo kay n, still magiging 0 siya. Wala tayong ibang possible value for n na hindi siya magiging 0. Kaya ang category niya, it is not a rational algebraic expression. Okay po? Subukan naman natin yung number 4. Is it a rational algebraic expression? Sa palagay ko, hindi naman 0 yung denominator, di ba? The denominator is still a real number which is the square root of 2. Decimal po yung value niyan. Paki-check na lang po sa calculator natin what is square root of 2. Pero, alam nyo ba na hindi ito rational algebraic expression? It is not a rational algebraic expression. Bakit? Di ba sabi nyo, sir, kanina, yung 0 lang naman yung hindi ina-allow sa denominator. Yes, yun nga yung sabi ko kanina. Pero maliban pa sa 0, ang rule sa pagkilala dun sa rational algebraic expression, kailangan wala tayong radicand sa denominator. Okay, so rule number 1, kailangan hindi 0 yung denominator, and yung much more discrete rule, hindi na sinasabi, parang rule of the thumb na lang siya, is dapat no radicals in the denominator. Bawal po. Okay? Lalo na pa if you have square root of negative 1. Bawal na bawal po yan because square root of negative 1 is an imaginary number. Pero number pa rin naman to, di ba? So, napagkasunduan niya ng mga mathematician, it is a rule of the thumb. It is followed all over the globe na kung meron kang radical sa baba or sa denominator, kailangan i-rationalize mo muna siya. So, paano? M plus 2 over square root of 2. Kung magmumultiply ka ng kahit anong number, let's say magmultiply ka ng 1 million dito sa numerator, tapos magmultiply ka ng 1 million dito sa denominator, hindi naman talaga mag-change yung fraction, di ba? So, makakancel lang yan, di ba? 1 million divided by 1 million is just 1. Okay? So, it will not affect the original expression. Kung ganun lang naman, na kahit ano ang i-divide mo, basta dinivide mo kahit anong i-multiply mo, basta parehong sa numerator at sa denominator mo siya minultiply, hindi maapektuhan, hindi magbabago yung expression. Kung ganun lang naman po, what if mag-multiply tayo ng square root of 2 sa numerator at saka square root of 2 sa denominator? Again, square root of 2 divided by square root of 2 is just 1, di ba? So, it will not affect the expression. Walang mangyayari sa kanya. Ngayon, baka magtanong kayo uli, anong ginagawa mo, sir? Ginagawa ko is, we are rationalizing the denominator. We are rationalize the denominator. I-rationalize natin siya. Meaning, tatanggalin natin yung radical sa baba. Okay? At meron diyang proper na paraan. Ang proper way niyan para ma-rationalize natin yung denominator is simply multiply that radical expression by itself. Pero don't forget, multiply it also to the numerator. So, in this case, we have square root of 2. Therefore, to rationalize that, let us multiply this expression m plus 2 over square root of 2. Let us multiply that to an expression square root of 2 over square root of 2. Ano kaya mangyayari pag kami multiply nyo? Take note ha, ito, nagiging 1 lang naman yan, di ba? Nagiging 1 lang yan. So, don't worry. Wala pong mangyayari sa expression natin just in case na i-multiply natin yan by square root of 2 over square root of 2. Okay, pasensya na sa program natin. Kasi. Now, let us try to multiply. That is also the same as the quantity m plus 2 times the square root of 2. That is the same as square root of 2 times m plus 2. Okay? Over. So, what is square root of 2 times the square root of 2? So, kung babalikan natin yung property natin from grade 7 about radical expressions, if you have the square root of a times the square root of a, that is also the same as the square root of a times a. And if you happen to have that, that is also the same as square root of a times a is a squared. At alam nyo naman na nakakancel yan. So, ang matitira na lang sa atin is a. So, the same with this expression that we're dealing with. The square root of 2 times square root of 2 is the same as the square root of 2 times 2. And therefore, that is the same as square root of 2 times m plus 2 over 2 times 2 is 4. And the square root of 4 is just 2. Okay? 2 times 2, 4. Square root of 4, 2. Ganun. O kaya, 2 squared, parang ganito yan. Square root of 2 squared, nakakancel lang yung exponent at saka yung radical na square root. So, ang matitira na lang is 2. Okay? So, now that we were able to rationalize the denominator, as a rule of the thumb, etong expression na to is already, so hindi na siya not, hindi na siya not. Ano na siya? Rational algebraic expression na siya. Okay, itong bagong expression natin is already a rational algebraic expression. Kaya noong dati na meron pa siyang square root of 2 sa baba, ang rule natin is dapat wala tayong mga radical sign sa denominator. So, ang gagawin natin, i-rationalize muna natin siya bago natin siya i-consider na rational algebraic expression. Okay. Now, bakit nga ba bawal mag-divide ng 0 sa denominator? Bakit ba bawal mag-divide ng 0? Bakit bawal magkaroon ng 0 denominator? Okay. Papaliwanag na po natin. Pagpalagay natin na si A equal kay B. Bahala ka kung anong gusto mong isiping number basta for in replacement for A and B. Basta isipin nyo lang muna a number is equal to itself. And if you have this kind of, naalala nyo pa ba kung anong property to? Diba? It is a property in math. We call it, tatlo yun, diba? Reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. Okay? So, in this case, they are symmetric. Ano? They are symmetric. Now, ipagpalagay natin ngayon na the value of A is 1. Question, what will be the value of B? What will be the value of B? Since A and B are equal, pareho lang sila, they are just equal. So therefore, if the value of A is 1, the value of B is also 1. Kasi nga equal nga si A at saka si B. Okay po? Again, A is just equal to B. If the value of A is 1, of course, the value of B is also 1. Because A and B are just equal. Okay, so ipagpalagay natin na we have that kind of premise. We have that kind of argument or given. Let us try to equate those expressions. Let's say A is equals to A. Would you agree that A is equals to A? Yes, they are equal by means of reflexive property. Now, what happens when we multiply both sides by A? Yan yung nangyari dyan. Mag-multiply lang tayo ng both sides by A. Pwede ba yung gawin sa math? Mag-multiply ka both sides by A? Inequalities? Pwede. Kasi property din yan sa math. That is under multiplication property of equality. Now, whatever you multiply to the left side, you also multiply it to the right side para manatili siyang equal. Okay? Now, if you have A times A is equivalent to A times A, di ba papansin nyo parang nagmi-mirror lang siya, parang salamin lang siya, di ba? Kung ano yung mukha nung original, yun yung mukha sa mirror, ganon. And that is under reflexive property of equality. Oh, ano yung nangyari sa number 2? Kanina, A siya. Pinalitan natin ng B. Oh, sir, bakit mo pinalitan? Kasi nga, si A equal lang naman kay B, di ba? Oh. If A is equals to B, therefore, we have all the means na pwede naman natin talagang i-substitute si A by B because they are equal. So, and speaking of substitute, what will be our reason there? That will be substitution. Wala lang, pinalitan ko lang si A ng B. For what reason? Kasi equal naman silang dalawa. Equal naman silang dalawa. Ito, equal naman sila. So, si A, anytime, pwede kong palitan ng B. Pwede nga dito eh, di ba? Pwede dito, o pwede lahat. B times B is equivalent to B times B. Pwedeng ganon. Pero, ang choice ko lang is yung isa lang. Okay? Remember, what I am trying to demonstrate here is bakit bawal mag-divide ng 0. Okay? Tandaan nyo ha. Ngayon, anong nangyari dito? Again, we only substitute A by B. And it is allowed in math because A is equals to B. Next. Now we evaluate. A times A is A squared. A times B is AB. So, we just multiply those terms. Since A and A are like terms and we are multiplying similar terms, we only add their exponent. Ang nangyari naman sa right side, since they are not like terms, so we'll just express them as A and B. Magkatabi. Product of two variables. But still, don't forget that A and B are just equal. Ano naman nangyari dito? So, ito yun, si A squared, ito yun. Si AB, ito yun. Ang ginawa natin, we add both sides by negative B squared. Nagdagdag tayo ng negative b squared sa bawat side. Allowed ba yun sa math? Yes, it is also allowed in math. Kung ano yung dinagdag mo sa left, kailangan idagdag mo rin sa right para manatiling equal. So, kunyari, meron kang 2 is equals to 2. Is 2 equals to 2? Yes, they are equal. Ano mangyayari pag nag-add ka ng let's say 1? Magkabilaan dapat magkabilaan. Ano mangyayari pag mag-add ka ng 1? Magkabilaan 2 plus 1 is equivalent to 2 plus 1. And that is, sa tingin nyo ba mananatili siyang equal? 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. So, nananatili pa rin siyang equal. Wala namang, hindi siya napapalitan ng not equal. Always equal siya. Nananatili siyang equal, basta, ang gagawin mo, kung anong ginawa mo sa left, dapat gawin mo rin sa right. Especially when you are adding and multiplying both sides. Okay? So, meaning, kung nag-add ka ng negative b squared sa left side, kailangan mag-add ka rin ng negative b squared sa right para manatiling equal. And that is allowed in math. In this case, para lang rin siyang whatever you subtract on the left side, parang sinubtract mo rin sa right. But the proper way of saying that is adding negative b squared to the left and adding negative b squared to the right. Okay? And take note, mananatili siyang equal. Basta, kung anong ginawa mo sa left, gawin mo rin sa right. Tandaan nyo, ha? Okay. So, that is under addition property of equality. Now, ano naman ang gagawin natin dito? Napansin nyo? Para dun sa mga nagtatanong, Sir, saan mo nakuha yung b squared or yung negative b squared? Wala, gusto lang nating mag-add ng negative b squared. Magkabilaan. Parang trip lang natin. Okay. Anyway, kung anong ginawa mo sa left at ginawa mo rin sa right, wala namang kaso dun di ba? Mananatili at mananatili siyang equal. Kahit pa nag-add ka ng 1 million sa left, tapos nag-add ka rin ng 1 million sa right, for as long as ginawa mo siya, magkabilaan, mananatili siyang equal. In this case, trip lang talaga natin na, mag-add ng negative b squared sa left at mag-add ng negative b squared sa right. Okay? Anyway, ano pa man ang in-add natin, basta magkabilaan, mananatili siyang equal. Okay. So, what will be our objective here? Our objective here is to make this somewhat the same with the so-called difference of two squares. Naalala nyo? Ito naman, GCMF lang. Now, a squared minus b squared, it is very, very familiar, no? That pertains to the difference of two squares. Pwede natin siya ngayong i-factor. The factor of the difference of two squares is the product of sum and difference of two binomials. Dito naman sa kabila, ang ginawa lang natin is finactor out lang natin yung common factor. What is the common factor between AB and negative b squared? Of course, that is b. If you are going to factor that out, that b, ang matitira na lang sa loob is a minus b. Okay. So, next. Sir, baka may trip ka na naman. May iba ka na namang trip. Tingnan natin. Basta nag-factor lang tayo. Ginamit natin yung factoring technique. Anong ginawa natin dito? Ang ginawa natin dito is nag-divide tayo both sides by a minus b. Di ba i-divide natin to by a minus b para makancel? At pag nag-divide ka dito ng a minus b sa right side, kailangan mag-divide ka rin dito ng a minus b sa left side. Okay? Nakuha niyo po? For what purpose? Parang maiwan dito, mamaya, wala na tong a minus b. Ang maiwan na lang sa kanya is b. Yun yung yun yung target natin. Okay, so let's say you divide both sides by a minus b. That is under multiplication property of equality. That is also the same as multiplying 1 over a minus b to the left and to the right side of the equation. And again, whatever you multiply on the left side and the right side of the equation, mananatili siyang equal. Okay? Now next, we're going to cancel A minus B na dito sa right side. Katulad ng pinapaliwanag ko na kanina, no? We'll cancel that out. We will cancel that out. That is by means of cancellation. Ano na lang natira? So, matitira na lang sa left side is A plus B. Ang matitira sa right side is B. Okay? And remember, A is just equivalent to B. So, let us try to substitute A. Since A is just equal to B, let us substitute A by B. And let us evaluate. B plus B is equivalent to 2B. Okay? Now, question. What is the value of B? Diba si A equivalent sa 1? At since si A at saka si B, by means of transitive property, they are just equal. Therefore, the value of B is also 1. So, let us try to evaluate this. Let us substitute B with 1. Ayan. So, ayan, pinalitan na natin B. Let us substitute it by the value of B. The value of B is the value of A, which is 1. Okay. Now, 2 times 1 is 2, and then copy 1. O, saan galing yung 1 dito? Ito yun, di ba? The value of B is 1. So, we replace 1 here. The value of B here is 1. At nagkataon na you're going to multiply 2 times 1 is 2. Tapos, copy 1 in the right side of the equation. Now, here's the question. Sa tingin nyo ba, tama yung naging argument natin na 2 is equivalent to 1? Do you agree na si 2 equal kay 1? Di ba hindi? 1 is equals to 1. We will agree to that. 2 is equals to 2. We will agree to that. But in this case, 2 is equals to 1. Would you agree to that? Di ba hindi? Ngayon, tanong, saan tayo nagkamali? Ayan, saan tayo nagkamali? Sa tingin nyo, saan tayo nagkamali? O, balikan natin. Dito ang ginawa natin, nag-multiply lang naman tayo ng A, di ba? Both sides. Which is allowed naman yun sa math. Dito naman, nag-substitute lang naman tayo. Allowed naman yun sa math, di ba? Anong ginawa natin dito? Wala lang, in-evaluate natin. A times A squared. A times B, AB. Wala namang problema dun, di ba? That is also allowed in math. That kind of operation. Anong ginawa natin dito? Nag-subtract tayo both sides by B. Or simply to say, nag-add tayo both sides by negative B squared. O allowed ba yun sa math? Again, allowed yun sa math, di ba? Basta kung anong ginawa mo sa left, dapat gawin mo rin sa right para manatiling equal. Allowed naman yun sa math. Anong ginawa natin dito? Finactor lang naman natin to, di ba? By means of difference of two squares. Ano namang ginawa natin dito? Di ba finactor out lang natin yung greatest common monomial factor? Which is, di ba allowed naman yun sa math? Allowed pa rin naman yun, di ba? O, ano namang ginawa natin dito? Dinivide lang natin both sides by A minus B, di ba? O, tapos number 7. Kinancel lang naman natin kasi makakancel naman talaga yung mga common quantities. Yung quotient ng mga common quantities because they are just equals to 1. So, that is also allowed in math. O, how about here for number 8? Nire-write lang naman natin kung anong natira. Dito, na-cancels yung A minus B. Ang natira na lang na quantity A plus B. Dito naman, sa right side, nung na-cancel yung quantity A minus B, ang natira na lang B. O, di ba? Wala naman. In-evaluate lang naman natin. Tapos, ito, sige, tapusin na natin. Ang ginawa natin dito, sinubstitute lang naman natin siya by B. Which is tama naman, di ba? Kasi A is equals to B naman, talaga. O dito, inad lang naman natin si B, di ba? B plus B is 2B. O tapos ito, copy. And then, anong ginawa natin dito sa baba? Si B, we substitute the value for b, which is 1 naman talaga, di ba? Ayan, no? B is equals to 1, di ba? And then we multiplied, which is, again, still allowed in math. 2 times 1 is 2. Tapos, syempre, we substitute, on the right side, we substitute the value of b, which is 1. O, tapos 1. We just copy it, 1. So, sa tingin nyo, saan ba talaga tayo nagkamali? Bakit si 2 equal kay 1 na? Okay. Gusto nyo bang malaman yung sagot? Alam nyo, mga langga, hindi nyo lang napapansin, pero sa totoo lang, nagkamali po tayo sa 6. Ayan. Diyan po tayo nagkamali. Bakit? Tingnan nyo po. A minus B. Di ba ang value ni A is 1? Ito yun, di ba? Ito yun, ano? Since si A is equals to B, therefore, ang value ni B is also 1, di ba? Now, ano mangyayari pagka nagma-minus ka ng number by itself? So, dito pa lang, A minus B is the same as 1 minus 1. Ayan. 1 minus 1 po. At 1 minus 1 is 0 po. Meaning, ano ba ibig sabihin yan? Ibig sabihin, kung ito sana, no? Kung ito, alam naman nating 0 yan. Tapos, nag-divide tayo both sides. Nag-divide po tayo both sides by 0. Sa mathematics po, bawal po yan. Now, what's the point? The point here is that bawal po tayo magkaroon ng denominator na mga 0. You know why? Because it messes up with our computation. Whenever you have a value of 0 in the denominator, ginugulo niya or sinisira niya yung computation natin. So in this case, kung ito, you want to divide this by A minus B, which is akala natin proper yun sa math, A minus B. Wala naman akong sinabing bawal nating i-divide yan by A minus B. Ang nakaligtaan lang natin, yung value ni A minus B is already 0. At yun ang bawal sa math, yung magdi-divide ka ng 0. Because whenever you divide by 0, it will really mess up with our computation. Kaya ang nangyari po ngayon, si 2 ngayon naging equal kay 1. Hindi sana mangyayaring si 2 is equals to 1 because they are not equal naman talaga, diba? They are not equal. Kaya naging ganito kagulo yung end product ng computation natin. It's because a number 6 nag-divide tayo by 0, which is bawal sa math. So, what's the lesson here? The lesson here is that kailangan next time, wag po tayo magdi-divide by 0 or else katulad nung solution na meron tayo ngayon on the screen, it will really mess up. It would mess up with our solution. Okay? Now, I have here an exercise for you to answer at home. It will serve as your home quiz. Ang gagawin nyo lang naman, you're going to write yes kung sa tingin nyo si number 1 up to number 10 is a rational algebraic expression. Meaning, isa-isahin nyo po ito, isa-isahin nyo po. Tell which of the following is a rational algebraic expression. If it is a rational algebraic expression, write yes. If it is not, then write not. Okay? Basta tandaan nyo lang po yung rule natin sa rational algebraic expression. Ang rule natin sa rational algebraic expression, unang-una at higit sa lahat, bawal yung zero denominator. Pangalawa, bawal yung mga radical sa denominator. Mga radical sign sa denominator. Kung may radical sign sa denominator, kailangan i-rationalize nyo muna yung kanyang denominator bago nating masabi na siya ay rational algebraic expression. So, ang gagawin natin for number 1, write yes if it is a rational algebraic expression, write not if it is not. Ganon. Up to number 10. Alin dito yung rational algebraic expression, alin dito yung hindi. Now, this time, ang gagawin naman natin, we're going to simplify rational algebraic expression. Kung babalikan nyo po yung mga previous videos natin, the reason why na nagsisimplify tayo ng mga algebraic expression, polynomials, it's because para mabawasan natin yung bigat nung polynomial or rational expressions. That is the same as saying para mapaliit natin ng bahagya yung mga polynomial expressions natin na sobrang laki at saka sobra yung mga unnecessary factors or unnecessary terms. Okay? To simply say, kailangan pagagaanin natin yung mga expressions natin. Isa doon sa mga pinapagaan nating expressions, yung mga rational algebraic expressions because they are quotients of polynomials. Madalas, itong mga polynomials na to, meron silang mga unnecessary factors na kailangan ma-cancel out natin. O kung sa polynomials man, maiwasan natin yung sobrang bigat ng mga polynomials. Para pag ginamit siya sa ibang computation, mas magaan siya at mas madaling intindihin. Now, let us have our first example. Let's say we have negative 21a squared b squared over 28a cubed b cubed. Dito pa lang sa a squared b squared at saka a cubed b cubed, mapapansin nyo na agad na meron siyang mga unnecessary factors na kung tutusin, pwede naman natin tanggalin. Di po ba? Susubukan natin. Pati yung numbers, 21 and 28. Now, negative 21a squared b squared over 28a cubed b cubed is the same as, take note, may common factor ata tayo between 21 and 28. So, let us find its prime factors. Negative 21 is the same as negative 7, 14, 21. That is 7 times 3 times a squared b squared over, how about 28? 28 is the same as 7, 14, 21, 20. So that is 7 times 4. 7 times 4. A cube b cube. Wag na po nating i-prime factor yung a squared b squared kasi sinusubtract lang naman po yan, di ba? Mamaya tuturuan ko kayo ng technique. May mas madaling paraan kung paano sila evaluate, especially for rational algebraic expression. For the meantime, let us divide, cancel out those common factors, especially on the numbers. Ano po? Negative divided by positive is negative. So, kung dati-dati na nandun siya sa numerator, this time, isusulat na natin siya sa gitna. Why? Kasi yun naman yun, rule of the thumb, nakasanayan ng mga mathematicians po natin. Tsaka mas maganda na nasa gitna siya. Para pag ginamit siya sa ibang operation, it will not confuse us. Okay? Okay, so, ayan, nasa gitna na yung negative. Again, bakit nga siya negative? Negative, yung numerator, positive yung denominator, negative divided by positive is just negative. Okay. For the numbers, so nakita na natin meron tayong common factor, so we will just cancel it out because 7 divided by 7 is just 1. So ang natira na lang is 3 over 4. Now, ano naman gagawin natin kay a squared at saka b squared at saka kay a cube at saka kay b cube? This time, tuturuan ko kayo ng technique. May technique dyan. Sino yung mas malaki yung exponent? Si a squared o si a cube? Di ba ang mas malaki yung exponent, si a cube? So, kung asan yung malaki, doon natin siya isusulat. Okay? Tandaan niya, kung asan yung malaki, siya yung masusunod. Ganon po yung itsura nun. Or kung asan yung malaki, yung maliit, it will follow. Sige, subukan natin. Ano ang gagawin natin? Isusubtract po natin. Again, pag nagsinubtract natin, kailangan mauna yung malaki bago yung maliit. Tapos, kung nasaan nakalagay yung malaki, dun tayo magsusulot ng answer. In this case, mas malaki si a cube. Okay? mas malaki si a cube. Now, 3 minus 2 is 1. So, magiging exponent ni a is 1. Saan natin siya ilalagay? Sa numerator o sa denominator? Ilalagay po natin siya sa denominator. A. Bakit? Kasi sinundan niya si a cube, yung malaki. Ganon. Okay. So, what else? Subukan naman natin kay b squared at saka kay b cube. Again, sino yung mas malaki? Si b squared o si b cube? Mas malaki si b cube. Therefore, pag sinubtract natin silang dalawa, yung exponent nila, kailangan isulat natin sa baba. Kailangan sundan niya yung mas malaki. So, b cube, 3 minus 2, kasi sinusubtract lang naman yan whenever we divide, diba? If we are going to divide b squared over b cube, that is the same as copy the common base and subtract their exponent. That is 2 minus 3. That is the same as b raised to negative 1, and a negative exponent is the same as 1 over b. So, napupunta siya lagi sa baba. Ito yung pinaka-property niya. Pero, instead na gamitin natin yung buong property, it will lengthen our solution. Gagawin natin, gagamit tayo ng technique. Okay. So, ang gagawin lang natin, subtract natin si 3 at saka si 2. Pag sinubtract na, that is 1, or b raised to 1, no need to write 1, susulat natin siya sa baba. Bakit? Hinabol niya yung malaki. Okay? So, what is the answer? The answer, linisan lang natin to Take note, yung negative na nandun sa gitna. That is 3 over 4ab. So that's the answer. Okay, so let us have few more examples. So marami tayong examples na pwedeng ibigay, So let us solve one by one. A over a squared. Again, ano kaya magiging sagot niya? Whenever we simplify, take note, we have a common factor a, the numerator and denominator, but hindi na natin siya kailangang hindi natin kailangang hanapin yung prime factor ni a squared. Instead, gagamitin natin yung pinaka-shortcut method natin, wherein subtract natin yung exponent nung magkapareho or similar terms sa numerator at sa denominator. Tapos, pagkatapos natin siyang isubtract, kung saan malaki, doon natin susulat yung sagot. Sige. So, sa tingin, sino yung mas malaki? Si A o si A squared? Di ba mas malaki si A squared? Mas malaki si A squared, yung magiging sagot natin mamaya, isusulat natin dito sa baba, sa denominator. Ngayon, subtract natin yung mga exponent nila. So, 2 minus 1 is 1. So, therefore, ang magiging answer ni A over A squared whenever we subtract their exponent, that is the same as A 2 minus 1. Ano yung susulat natin sa taas? 1 na lang. Okay? Kasi parang nag-divide lang din tayo niyan by A and A. So, the final answer is A raised to 1. No need to write 1. Susulat natin sa taas. Oops, sorry. Susulat natin sa taas is 1. How about, tingnan natin kung tama yung sagot natin. 1 over A. Okay, so 1 over A. For number 2, what will be the simplified form of 8a squared over 16a cubed? So again, tingnan muna natin yung numerical coefficients, yung mga numbers. Tingnan natin, baka meron silang common factor. The common factor between 8 and 16 is 8. 16 is just 8 times 2, right? Okay, so let us factor, do we have to factor 8? No, as is. So that is 8 over 16 is the same as 8 times 2, 816. Okay, that is the same as a squared over a cubed. Let us cancel or divide 8 by 8. Cancel na lang natin para pinaka-shortcut na natin. So, ang matitira na lang sa baba, 2. Ano mangyayari sa variables? Again, sino mas malaki? Si a cubed, si a squared. Mas malaki si a cubed. So, yung answer, dito natin isusulat mamaya sa denominator. Pagkatapos natin isubtract yung mga exponent nila. 3 minus 2 is 1. That is equivalent to a raised to 1. Saan natin susulat? Sa baba. Kasi mas malaki si a cubed. Ano na lang sa taas? So, wala na natira sa taas kasi lahat ata na-cancel, ano? Ito, nung minus natin, 1 na lang. Tapos si 8 na-cancel. Na-cancel yung a squared. Yan, na-cancel yung a squared. So, wala naman tayo nang may susulat sa taas. Therefore, ang number dyan, 1 na lang. So, the answer is 1 over 2a. Tingnan natin kung tama yung sagot natin. Okay, so, that is 1 over 2a. Let us have few more examples. 7a squared b cubed over 14a cubed b squared. Again, what is the common factor between 7 and 14? You could also express that as 7 a squared b cubed over 7 times 2 a cubed b squared. Tapos cancel natin. Ang titira na lang sa baba ng numerical coefficient is 2. Okay. O ito naman, kabaliktad, ano? Hindi pa. Mas malaki pa rin sa baba, mas maliit pa rin sa taas. So ang answer nila 3 minus a cube, bawasan mo ng 2a or a squared, ang matitira na lang isang a. Susulat natin sa baba. Or that is simply 3 minus 2. So we will cancel this, and then we will cancel this, we will put 1. So a na lang. Ito naman, mas malaki sa taas, mas maliit sa baba. Again, subtract their exponent, cancel this, and then subtract 3 minus 2, 1 na lang siya. So b raised to 1. And nakagawian na natin, no need to write 1, b na lang. So the final answer is b over 2a. Tingnan natin kung tama tayo. Ayan, tama tayo. Sige. Next, we have 9a squared b over 27ab. So that is 9a squared b over, how about 27? That is the same as 9 times 3. 9 times 3. Cancel. How about ab? Okay. Gagawin natin ulit, isusubtract natin yung kanyang exponent. So, cancel this kasi 1 yan, di ba? 1 yung exponent niya dyan. Hindi na sinusulat. No need to write that. Cancel. Ito, mababawasan. Magiging 1 na lang. Kasi 2 minus 1 is just 1. How about b? 1 minus 1 is, what is this? 0. So, we'll just cancel it out. Or b divided by b is 1. For as long as b is not 0. Cancel that out. So, the final answer is, cancel yung 9. Ang natira na lang, isang a. Ayan, no? Isang a. Kasi yung exponent ni a, 1. So, a sa baba, ang natira na lang is 3. Tingnan natin kung tama yung sagot natin. Okay, so a over 3. Next, 4ab over 12a squared b squared. Again, let us copy 4 and ab over 12 is the same as 4 times 3. 4 times 3. A squared, b squared. Okay, cancel 4. That is the same as dividing 4 divided by 4 is just 1. No need to write 1. Titira na lang sa baba is 3. How about a over a squared? Again, makakancel si a. Makakancel dito yung 2. Mabawasan ng isang a. 1 na lang. So, let us write a. Si b naman, makancel si b. Isa lang yung b sa taas. Sa baba, 2. Makancel. Mabawasan ng isa. Isa na lang. So, we have B. Ano isusulat natin sa taas? Kasi na-cancel lahat. 1. Tingnan natin kung tama yung sagot natin. Okay, 1 over 3 AB. And the last example, that would be negative 12a raised to 5 b squared over 4a cubed b to the 4th. Okay, what will be the factor of 12? Again, that is 3 times 4 or 4 times 3. O, pero may negative tayo, ano? So, isulat na lang natin agad. Negative divided by positive is negative over the factor of 12 is 4 times 3. Tapos meron kang number sa baba na 4. How about a raised to 5 sa baba, a cube. A raised to 5 sa baba, a cube. O, susubtract natin, ha. Tingnan nyo pong mabuti. 5 minus 3 is 2. So, we'll cancel this, yung mas maliit. Tapos, si 5 minus 3. Cancel natin si 5. Palitan natin ng 5 minus 3 is 2. Palitan natin ng 2. O, how about b squared at saka si b to the 4th. Again, dalawa lang yung b sa taas or b squared siya. I-minus natin sa exponent ni b to the 4th or 4 na b sa baba. O, cancel natin to. Tapos si 4 minus 2. So, cancel natin si 4. 4 minus 2 is just 2. So, what will be the final answer? Ay, na-cancel pala si 4. Nakalimutan natin. Okay. So, ang natira na lang is 3a, a squared, tapos wala na, no? Wala nang b. Sa baba, ang natira na lang is, wala nang 4, wala nang a cube. Ang natira na lang sa baba is b squared. So, ito yung kanyang simplified form. O, subukan natin. Tingnan natin kung tama tayo. Okay, so that will be negative 3a squared over b squared. Now, ang gagawin naman po natin, susubukan naman nating i-factor itong mga rational algebraic expressions na to, na yung mga expressions nila in the numerator and the denominator, mga polynomials. Okay, so kanina, napansin nyo, mga monomials lang yung mga examples natin, ano? Yan, mga monomials lang po siya. So, this time, subukan naman natin mag-factor ng mga polynomials, ang numerator at denominator. Pero paalala ko lang sa inyo, yung mga susunod nating mga examples, ito na po yung ginagamitan ng mga factoring technique. Ayan. So, kung naalala nyo from our previous videos, ginagamit natin yung mga factoring technique, especially for this purpose, para i-simplify natin yung mga rational algebraic expressions natin. Okay, so let's try number 1. Let's say you have the quantity a minus 1 over a squared minus 1. So, take note na yung denominator niya is factorable, di po ba? Factorable siya using the difference of 2 squared. So, that is simply a minus 1 over, so what will be the factor of a squared minus 1? So, that is the same as a minus 1 times a plus 1. Kasi it follows the pattern of a factoring technique under the difference of 2 squares, hindi po ba? Ngayon, kung na-miss nyo po kung paano mag-factor nito, balikan nyo po yung mga previous videos natin. And, syempre, makakancel natin yung the quantity a minus 1. Ang matitira na lang sa atin, 1 sa taas, tapos a plus 1. Tingnan natin kung tama yung sagot natin. Okay, so 1 over a plus 1. Okay, for the next example, we have 4a squared minus 3 over 16a cubed minus 12a. So, sa tingin ko, yung denominator, meron siyang GCMF. Kasi tingnan nyo, pareho silang may a. It gives us a clue na baka meron tayong greatest common monomial factor as well as 16 and 12. So, let us try to discover. 4a squared minus 3 over, so what will be the common factor between 16 and 12? So that will be 4. O how about a cube and a? So a cube, tatlo yung a sa first term, isang a sa last term. So pwede tayong maglabas ng isang a. Yan. Kasi divide natin sa loob. 16 divided by 4 is 4. A cubed divided by a is a squared minus 12 divided by 4 is 3, and a divided by a is 1. No need to write 1. So mapapansin nyo, meron tayong common quantity in the numerator and denominator na pwede nating makancel or divide. That is equivalent to 1 over 4a. Tingnan natin kung tama yung sagot natin. Okay. So, dito pa lang mapapansin nyo na yung mga rational algebraic expression natin na ganito kabibigat, napapagaan natin. At hindi lang yan. Mas madali na ngayon silang i-operate. Pag ginamit natin sila in other operation, mas madali na natin silang makukompute. Kesa naman, ito yung gamitin natin. Itong mga expressions na to. Tsaka ito. Okay? Okay, so let us continue. How about a cubed minus b cubed over a squared minus b squared? So again, yung nasa taas, it follows the sum and difference of two cubes. Or to be specific, it follows the difference of two cubes. Yung nasa baba naman, it follows the difference of two squares. So let us try to factor. The factor of the numerator would be a minus b times a squared plus ab plus b squared. All over, the factor of the denominator will be a minus b times a plus b. And then let us try to cancel out those similar quantities in the numerator and the denominator. The final answer is a squared plus ab plus b squared all over a plus b. Tingnan natin kung tama yung sagot natin. Okay. Now let us try number 4. So what will be the factor of the numerator and the denominator? If you could just observe, the numerator is a perfect square trinomial. Yung denominator naman, it follows the pattern of the difference of two squares. So let us try to factor. What will be the factor of the numerator? Since it is a perfect square, halata siyang perfect square siya kasi square root nito is b, square root nito is a, tapos times 2. Meron siyang constant na 2. So perfect square nga siya. Okay, so try natin. The factor of the numerator will be a minus b times a minus b over, what will be the factor of the denominator? Since it follows the difference of two squares, that will be a minus b times a plus b. And then let us cancel out the quantity a minus b. Ang natira na lang sa atin is a minus b over a plus b. Kung mapapansin nyo, talagang gumagaan yung at nasisimplify natin yung, pag nasisimplify natin yung mga expressions natin, yung mga rational algebraic expressions natin, So, mas madali na siya ngayong gamitin sa mga computations. Let us try number 5. Hatiin natin to, okay? Okay. So you have 3a squared minus 2a minus 1 over 2a squared plus a minus 3. So it seems that yung mga trinomials natin in both numerator and denominator is factorable using AC method. So try muna natin kung factorable nga ba sila. Again, kung curious kayo kung ano yung AC method, balikan nyo po yung ating mga previous videos about factoring general trinomials using AC method. In this case, we are going to multiply 3 and 1. That will be 3. Now, what are the factors of 3? That is 3, just 3 times 1. And what will be the sign of the proper sign of 3 and 1 that will make negative 2? So that will be negative 3 plus 1. Negative 3 plus 1 is equivalent to negative 2. Okay, so now we are ready to factor. But first, let us expand the middle term, the negative 2a. So that will be 3a squared minus 3a plus a minus 1. Okay. Now, let us try to group the term. So we have the quantity 3a squared minus 3a plus the quantity a minus 1. And let us try to remove a common factor on this first quantity. That will be 3a. What is left, yung natira sa loob, is a minus 1 plus the quantity a minus 1. At this point in time, meron na tayong common quantity. Let us factor that out. That will be the quantity a minus 1 times yung natira sa loob will be 3a plus 1. Now, so factorable siya, no? Pero tingnan pa natin yung denominator. Again, multiply 2 and 3, that will be 6. That is the same as 3 times 2. And what will be the proper sign of 3 and 2? That will make positive 1. So that will be 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 is just 1. Now we are ready to expand the middle term of 2a squared plus a minus 3. Expand natin to. Expand. Ayan. So, 2a squared plus 3a minus 2a minus 3. Okay. Now, let us try to group that. Group 2a squared plus 3a, and then let us try to group this. Pero you must be pretty cautious with this on how to group this, kasi meron tayong negative operation sa gitna. So mangyayari niyan, let us be really careful in grouping this because of this negative operation in the middlemost term. So that will be negative. So yung negative 2a, gagawin nating positive 2a. Yung negative 3, gagawin nating positive 3. Ayan. Now, let us continue to factor this. You have, the common factor is a. So, a times 2a plus 3. Kasi naglabas tayo ng a. So, nilabas natin yung isang a, isa na lang yung natira. Nilabas pa natin yung isang a, dun wala lang natira. Ganun yan. Minus the quantity 2a plus 3. Okay. So, ngayon, meron na tayong, nakikita natin agad yung common quantity. So, i-factor natin yan. Let us factor that out. The quantity 2a plus 3 times yung natira sa loob, a and negative 1. A and negative 1. Okay. Now, may mga factors na tayo. We are now ready to divide or to simplify. So, what will be the factor of the numerator? The factor of the numerator is simply a minus 1 times 3a plus 1. And what is the factor of the denominator? That is, the denominator is a minus 1 times 2a plus 3. Okay. Now, let us cancel those similar quantities. So, ang natira na lang sa atin is 3a plus 1 over 2a plus 3. Now, let us have one last example. Let me first erase this, all of this, okay? So, what will be the factor of the numerator against the factor of the denominator? Haba, no? Haba ng polynomial. So, let us just try to factor those polynomials. The factor of this first polynomial, since it follows the difference of two cubes, that will be a minus b times a squared plus ab plus b squared. Yung kasunod, a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, it is a perfect square trinomial. So that is the same as a plus b times a plus b. How about the denominator? Ito naman, itong pangalawa is a difference of two squares. So that is the same as a minus b times a plus b. Okay. And how about the last term? The last quantity in the denominator. So hindi naman siya factorable, so let us just copy that. That is the same as a squared plus ab plus b squared. Now, let us cancel na yung mga common quantities. Let us cancel this, and then cancel. Ayun. So, ano na lang natira? Ang natira na lang po is a plus b. So, ang haba, ano? Imagine, ang haba-haba ng expression, samantalang yung counterpart niya is a plus b lang pala. So, tingnan natin kung tama yung mga sagot natin. So, number 4, we have a minus b over a plus b. We have 3a plus 1 over 2a plus 3 and a plus b. Now, mag-iiwan po ako sa inyo ng inyong pinaka-home quiz natin doon, no? This will be your home quiz. I want you to factor the numerator and the denominator, and I want you to simplify the following rational algebraic expressions.